Greetings, Ani, Bonjour, Kwekwe, Tanzi, Scano. It's Catherine and Brian from Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario with a reading for the week of June 3rd to the 9th. And it's another doozy. I'm using the same decks as last week. You'll see a picture of the decks used that is always posted when we post the videos. But if you want to get a better in-depth discussion of them, look at last week's video. So this week we seem to be expanding on the message of last week, but we also have a new moon right in the middle of the week on June the 6th. This new moon is the 7th moon of this cycle. So we've had 6 moons. This is the 7th, and then there are 6 moons to follow. So we are halfway through our lunar year. And the grandmother that's coming in to play is one that rivets me. Her name is Loves All Things in the Jamie Sams tradition. And my grandmother called her she who finds love in all things, which is a very powerful message. And I say this and remind people of this every year that I do these videos, and I will remind people of the necessity to find love in all things till my dying breath. She is the mother of unconditional love and all acts of pleasure, the keeper of sexual wisdom and self-respect, the sensual lover, the mother nurturer, the warmth of the feminine. She is the guardian of the needs of the family, very much like the Empress in the tarot. She teaches us how to use respect, trust, and intimacy in all relationships, how to love all aspects of our lives, the lessons, the sexuality and physical beings, how to be a loving woman, nurturing mother, sensual lover, and trusted friend, how to forgive ourselves and others, developing acceptance and shunning criticalness. She teaches us how to love the truth. Finding the love in something that is perhaps feels awful is a way of helping us to balance and find compassion. Compassion for the perpetrators, perhaps, at least compassion for ourselves in what was necessary to go through. So Loves All Things is an important grandmother, and I think one of my favorite, because it's been, I think in my lifetime, one of the most difficult lessons I've had to encounter. Anyway, Brian, let's go to the cards. So here is the Cosmic Pink Lunar Tarot. Again, we have 8 cards, and one each of the cards that were used last week, plus one deck that I missed using last week but had mentioned. So I've corrected that for this week's video. We start with the Ace of Stars, which is the Ace of Pentacles in other decks. So we have a new material beginning happening, new gifts of this third dimensional life, and it's clarified by the ancestor bringing us the Page of Rings, which is again Pentacles. So we have a new material beginning being fostered by the creative page, who is all about learning all new different ways with curiosity and excitement about ways that we can make our earth walk a better place. It's followed by the Death card, and we had the death card last week. So the transformation that was directly spoken of in last week's reading is back, reminding us that there is a rebirth of something new in our lives, and aces are always the incubation of something new. The death card is clarified by Mama Cacao and Rhodonite. So this is heart opening, rear heart chakra, but also heart opening. It's brightened and heightened sensitivity, it's unifying, and it's high on love. So this beginning and this change is about opening ourselves to love, and that's exactly what the message of Love's All Things is about. You can't make this stuff up. We also have the Ace of Wands, so we have two aces, and this is again a passionate beginning of a new enterprise which is spiritually infused, right in the heart of the fire in the belly, something that's making us move forward with excitement. This Ace of Wands is clarified by ancient amulets, fortune, protection, skills, and possessions. So this says to me that we need to do some rituals with this new moon week, a few days before, a few days after. Bring out your sacred objects. Amulets are something we wear and have around on our altars. I would make sure that you're just using them and not looking at them. So we all need to do some very important rituals for this new moon on June the 6th, and it's early in the morning that day. The Seven of Stars is our fourth card, and it shows up this week upright. So we are back on track and not trying to take shortcuts. We're doing the journeyman's work. We're planting the seeds and then not digging them up to see if they've sprouted. We're letting them do their thing in a good way. It's clarified here by inspiration. So inspiration, or inspiritus, is the divine energy of Source, inspiring us, giving us creations, perhaps instant revelation or ideas. Something amazing is coming to us. So inspiration is coming around the work that we're doing as we move in this new direction with hearts open. Judgment is, again, the figure in the mirror. It's hard to see, but they're full of stars. So we are the only ones who can judge what's the best action, or what are the best actions for this new direction. As long as we stay heart open and recognize the ancestors, which are spoken of in this other card here. We need to listen to our hearts as we move forward, and not the judgments of others. It's clarified by Medicine Woman. Sometimes this implies that as we judge, we may seek the guidance or counsel of a medicine person who, if they are in an authentic walk, will help guide. But it's also speaking to the medicine person within each and every one of us. So it's about healing things from the past, but also it's healing and making ready, creating the medicine that moves us forward. So it could be something that you do for yourself or something you seek outside. It's followed by the Knight of Moons. So this impassioned, emotionally responsive part of us. I believe that this isn't an external person here that we're sourcing, whereas the medicine woman might be. But this is an aspect of ourselves. We need to get on our horses and ride with emotional clarity about this new journey. And it's clarified by the Fortitude card. This is the original one of the original names for the Strength card. And in this deck, it's in the position 11, which is what the ancients used. If you look at any Marseille deck or Thoth deck, Strength is position 11. So we are being given the strength of heart here to get on our horses and move into where we're going with this new walk. And it's going to be different for everybody, but it all does relate to our life here on earth. So that's home, our hearth, our health, our families, our jobs, what we do in terms of creating a legacy for our communities. The next card is the Ace of Swords. So we've had 3 aces, very big beginnings here. The Ace of Swords is an incubating mental plan, as it were, and it comes with clarity. And it's clarified by luck. So this is saying luck is on our sides. I sometimes wonder about the concept of luck. I see it more as serendipity, but we are creating this hand that we deal. The Queen of Moons, or the Queen of Cups, is the emotionally mature person who is into self-care and approaches everything from a place of emotional balance. There's no wild flares and acting reflexively from an emotional space when the Queen is here. And she's clarified by the moon, which is this new moon. It is the, just trying to see here, the darkness of the new moon. So this is speaking directly to what's going on, to use the energies and the inspiration of the moon to make this journey with the night, with the energy of the night, but with the emotional balance of the Queen. And the final card is the astrological card, and it's a waxing crescent moon, which we're moving into, and it's realization. So at the end of all of this week, with all of these aces and these beginnings, the death card of transformation, all of this, even the inspiration, we end up with a realization. It could be like an epiphany, like a lightning bolt. And it could be something that's been brewing all week. But it comes from the heart. And that's very powerful. You can flip the camera, Brian. So what a juicy new moon week for Love's All Things. I'm very excited for this. I won't wish my time away to get there, but it's wonderful to have this information to prepare for Love's All Things with. Anyway, Brian and I thank you for being present, those who made it to the end of this video. As always, I ask you to give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you can, to help our position here on YouTube. I always love it when you send me coffee. Thank you. Anyway, have a blessed new moon. Loves all things. Aho. Peace.